Hello and welcome back to Mr. Edelman's fantastic math class. Today we're going to talk about polygons and more specifically the perimeter of a polygon. Perimeter, you may remember from your earlier grades, is the sum of the lengths of the sides of the polygon. So all you have to do is take the sides, add them up, and you have your perimeter. So let's talk a little about how to find the perimeter. So a simple perimeter question, which shouldn't be too hard to follow, is example number 2 in your book. So it just says find the perimeter of the figure, and right here I have what looks like a rectangle or quadrilateral, and we know that we have some sides that are congruent, and then this side is also 3 inches. And so I want to talk about what the formula to find the perimeter. So this looks like a rectangle, but at very least it is a quadrilateral. And so I know that it is the length plus the width plus the length plus the width. This can also be written as, because the lengths and the widths are the same side, it is 2 times L plus 2 times W. And so to find what the perimeter of this particular figure is, it's going to be 2 times the length here is 3 plus 2 times the width, which is 2. So that is 6 plus 4. So our perimeter here is 10 inches. That should be pretty straightforward. All I have to do is add up the 4 sides, and that gives me my answer. A little more complicated is example 4 in your book. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is use the perimeter to find the sides. And this tells us that the width is 3 times as long as the length. So if I label this L, then I can label my my width 3L. And that's going to help us determine how to find the answer. And so I know that my perimeter is still the same thing as we had before, 2 times L plus 2 times W. The only difference is now we know some more information. Well, first of all, we know the perimeter. It tells us, asks us to find each side if the perimeter is 8. So I'm going to replace my P with 8. And I'm going to write 2 times L. I still don't know what the measure of L is, but I do know what the width is, and the width is 3 times L, so it's going to be 2 times 3L. So 8 equals 2L plus 2 times 3 is 6L. Now I have 2 L's, and I'm going to combine like terms, and that is 8L. I'll divide both sides by 8. And so I see that the length is 1 inch long. So now that I know that the length is 1 inch long, I can now plug that into to find the width. And we know that the width equals 3L. So my width is going to equal 3 times 1, or just 3 inches. Okay, so I found my answers. And I can check by plugging it back in there. 1 inch plus 3 inches plus 1 inch plus 3 inches is 8 inches. So we've done this correctly. That's all we have for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me either in class or on my blog. Thank you very much. Have a great day.